Joining us today.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your coming in because I love this topic that we're going to talk about this week. Buying online and mistakes to avoid with buying online, just where everything's going, groceries, clothes, but interior design, this is your house. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of moving pieces.
Yes, there is.
And you broke it down on things to look at when you are, again, scrolling through your computer and you see something that might look great, but there's things to keep in mind.
There is. So many times now I've been doing custom furniture and ordering product from photography for years, 30 years, but it's new to people now with sofas, and they go online and think, oh, this is a great sofa for, $399. I think I'm going to get it. And there are so many things to really look at first before you make that purchase.
Understanding sizes. Always look closely at the size. Sofas and chairs with length and height, depth.
Right. So, sometimes you go online and you see a sofa, and it looks great, beautiful. Oh, how nice. You really have to pay attention to the sizes. Somebody came to me one time and said, oh, I ordered this beautiful sofa online, and it came in and it was like for miniature people. It was from a kid's collection, so it was half the size of what?
PB Kids, maybe?
Yes, exactly. And so, you don't realize it because you think it's beautiful, you think it's a good size, or it appears to be a good size, and it really just isn't.
You got to have your measuring tape out, looking at what that size is and what maybe you currently have and what your space allows.
And even if you're working with a designer, or you're going into a showroom, or if you're just browsing and you're looking, and you just always want to be aware of sizing. When I work with clients, I always show them a photograph, but we discuss the size. If you don't understand it, ask, or go to what you have now and measure exactly what you have now. The height, the width, the seat depth, the seat height, the arm height, all of that is really, really important.
Well, that's a good starting point too, as you're looking at numbers, and you might say, oh, that might fit, but arm height compared to what you currently have. I love this one. Cushion construction. How many times have you gone furniture shopping and sat down on everything? I mean, how do you really know what you're getting from a cushion perspective?
You don't, and that's the other thing. Sometimes for when you want an actual sofa that will last, you want to have a spring down cushion in there, because that will give you something that comes back all the time and gives you a nice seat. If you're ordering online, if you're thinking about ordering online and the sofa's $2,500, go to a local store first and actually look. Sometimes people think they're getting a better deal online, but that's not always the case. If you end up ordering something and then you can't return it, you end up spending good money after bad. It's like throwing your money out the door. So you may as well do it right the first time. So you may want to go to a local store. You may want to talk to an interior designer. So it's not always worth what you think is the savings that you're getting online.
So cushion construction, I loved that one. So kind of talking about furniture-based approaches to buying online. Lighting.
Lighting is tough too, because again, it appears a certain way, and you may think it's coming in and it's this big, but in reality, it's this big, and all of a sudden you have a sconce that's way too big for any room you can use. Now, granted, a lot of lighting you can pack up. They say free returns and things like that, but really, really be aware of what you're ordering. And the light quality, and even if it's a polished nickel finish, okay, is it a cheap metal polished nickel, or is it a nice?
There's different qualities.
There's definitely different qualities. I mean, just like if you're buying a Kia or you're buying a Maserati, you have that level, and that's all of that when you're actually purchasing home furnishings.
So lighting's one. Let's talk a little bit about area rugs. A lot of rugs online, but again, a lot of differentiation between rug quality.
Oh, definitely. You know, I was just working with the client because sometimes people hire me. They say, Robin, I have one client now. She's like, Robin, I've just got to get my house ready for the 4th of July. We just bought it. I want to just buy some things to get it going for the 4th, and then we can work on window treatments and things that are going to stay there forever. And so I showed her an area rug. She loved it. She bought it. She purchased one online because it was, I don't know, $300 or something.
With or without your...
Well, she showed it to me, and we needed it quickly.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you know what you're going to get for this price? And she said, yeah, I get it.
I want it.
She said, but you know what? I might get, things might get spilled on it. It's going under a dining room table, and if I hate it by the end of the summer, I'll just throw it out. I'm like, great, okay.
So the rug comes in
And it's like thin, and it's fine for now. It's fine to get her through the month of June to prepare for the 4th of July, but it won't be her forever rug.
Can you get a sense with rugs online, like heft and weight and thread count? Do they have those sort of specifications?
They do have like hand tufted wool and sometimes density and weight, like, you know, ounce wise. If you can look at a photo that's an up close shot, sometimes they'll have a photo of it laying down. Really look at it because you can get a good idea with it like that.
So let's talk about important things. Will it fit through your door?
Yes. Now, a couple of different things. There are sofas out there that literally you get delivered and you put them together like Legos. I've never seen that until one time. I hired somebody to do some staging for the boat show. We had a little booth there, and they were bringing in some furniture, and it came in a flat box. And I said, what is that?
A sofa.
It was a sofa. She literally pulled it out and had to put it together. I have never in my life, in all these years,
But it must have
that.
gotten into the house pretty easy.
Yes, it can get through any door, but just know, if you have, I had another client where she was almost ready to order a sofa that's 42 inches deep. If you've never seen a 42-inch deep sofa, that's a pretty deep sofa. So I told her, I was like, you are going to have so many problems just getting this in your house isn't a good idea. And sometimes it's not just about getting it through the door, it's can you make that corner.
Multiple doorways, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was my next question. You've got the foyer, you think you've got that door frame spec'd out, but just 3 or 4 feet there's another doorway and oops, you can't get it through.
You can't. And I mean, we've had to, there'll be times, you know, you have to bring a crane in and lift it up through a sliding glass door or something like that. So you really have to be aware of sizes and just know you can fit it through your door, because it's not fun when you find out this just isn't getting in there, or even a stairway. An elevator. I'm working on a condo in Newport right now. It's on the water. And we were about to order like an 88-inch console table. And I'm thinking to myself, how are we going to get it up
You've
here?
got the elevator in the back of your mind.
Yes, and it's on the 4th floor. And the elevator, after I measured, the elevator is only 71 inches tall. There's no way we are getting that piece up in that elevator, and I doubt I'm going to get my guys to like walk that thing up 4 flights of stairs. So you really, really have to think of where you are and what you do before you order anything.
And that's something to consider as well, because when you do shopping in person, a lot of times, if there's a delivery service, they take those things into account. I've known personally couches going through first floor windows.
Yes.
But when you're ordering it online and they're delivering, you know, that UPS man or the delivery man isn't there for that company. He's not going to boost it up to your second floor. Or
No, definitely not. And that's the other thing about delivery. Just make sure you know your delivery. They say free delivery.
That's my next question. I've got the delivery category here.
Right, because the delivery, you know, they say free delivery, but really, if a sofa has to come in by freight, which is truck, Do they have white glove service, which is, okay, it comes right from the manufacturer to your house and they bring it in? Or are they going to knock on your door and say, we have a sofa out on the truck
Things to
and we
ask.
need somebody to take it off the truck? Because that's happened as well. So, and also your street, you may not be able to get a freight truck down your street. So you really have to be aware. If it's a small chair or a little table, that's one thing. Sometimes it can go by UPS, no big deal. But if you're ordering large pieces of furniture or a chandelier, those chandeliers that might be 30 inches wide by 36 inches tall, their crates are about 4 feet wide by about 5 feet tall. They are huge, and it comes by freight.
Now, is that because they package just so they've got all the popcorn?
Yeah, it's not, and they actually build a crate around it, so
Because
it's
it's so
hanging
fragile.
inside this box.
Wow.
So, and it's not light, and you have to have like practically a contract to take it apart just to get to the chandelier. So yeah, you definitely need to know about delivery and all of that.
So when you're advising clients, you work with clients and they see things in person, work with stores, brick and mortar, what do you say to your clients and what do you say to the average person who might be watching and maybe not working with an interior designer? Just keep all of these things in mind if you are considering ordering online. Well, would you say consider going into a store as well?
Yeah, I would prefer people going to local places first and foremost. It helps us. It helps our economy in Rhode Island. It's okay, even if you can't get to the store, if you're going to order something online, give someone a call and say, you know what, I saw this sofa. I need a sofa that's 84 by 38 by 34 high. And I'm looking for it in a Sombrella fabric or Krypton, some kind of performance fabric. What do you have? Can you send me some pictures? Maybe you can work with that person and they can send you some samples if you can't physically get to the store. Even though they have brick and mortar, you can still do that. If you're going to work with an interior designer, see if they work for consultation fees. I offer services where you can do packages of 10 hours. So you can do that. You can do design in a day. Okay, let's go shopping for the day. Let's sit at your kitchen table and just order all your furniture or your lighting or whatever you need. And then that way, or at least know what you're going to buy so you create a strategy moving forward. Don't just jump in. Really think about it.
Before you go online. Maybe a last resort, if you will.
Yes, last resort, but really try to work with somebody local if you can and really understand what you're trying to do. And if you don't get it, hire somebody to help you because it's just not worth getting this piece of furniture in, hating it not working. Now you have to design your whole room around something you don't like.
Or return it, which seems like the biggest bear of all.
And sometimes they will not take it back. Especially if it's custom, a custom area rug from Pottery Barn or West Elm, they're $2,500. You order it, it comes in, and it doesn't quite fit. Or,
it's custom.
Not sure. It's custom, exactly.
So maybe read the fine print about return policies.
Absolutely.
Well, things to look at and pitfalls to avoid if you're looking at shopping online as it pertains to interior design. Robin Garceau, I appreciate your taking the time to come and
thank you, Kate.
Give folks the skinny. We'll be right back with our next guest here in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. Don't go anywhere.